Hi guys, and welcome back to Bike Interact. My name's Miles, and today we have with us the Sinnis Hoodlum 125cc. This is a really sort of cool matte black cruiser. If you're a big fan of like your Harley sort of styles, this is the one for you. It's perfect. This is the Outlaw Black, really nice matte finish. We will actually go over a little bit on how to care for the matte black finishes if that's a concern. And they also do a really nice trick silver. So the engine, this lovely engine right here is the ZS125. It's a single cylinder 4-stroke. It's electric start, chain driven, with a 5-speed gearbox, and it is electronically fuel injected as well. It boasts 1.2, no, it's a bit more than that, 11.2 horsepower, and it does actually come with 8.3 foot-pound of torque. Plenty of usability, especially in a cruiser, to get you around and do what you need it to do. Your brakes are a front disc and a rear disc, and it's a hydraulic disc system. And you've got a great set of mag-style wheels up on here on the front and rear. The front is a 100 by 80/17 and the rear is a 120 by 80/17. You've got telescopic forks on the front and a monoshock on the rear. Now the monoshocks are really cool. They've got this absolutely beautiful copper finish to them, sort of anodized copper, and it's really nice. Gives a sort of proper American rustic feel to it, while still looking very smart. The bike does come with a 2-year warranty as well, so you're covered for all of those aspects. And that's pretty much some of the key details on the bike. So what we'll do now is we'll kind of focus a little bit more on some of the other aspects and kind of look over some of the bits and have a bit of an overlook. So the seat height is something that we get asked a lot about, and it's a 730mm seat height. Now I am 5'10"-ish. It is on the side stand, but it's perfectly fine. I think it's about 830mm up on your handlebars, so it's a nice big wide grip. It's very relaxed on the shoulders. It's a big, nice, relaxed cruising shape. When your feet are up on the bike, as you can see, this is the position. You are very comfortable. So if you're a little bit shorter in the leg, or if you just prefer something a bit more cruisy, or if you've had a couple of knee issues, back, shoulder, or anything like this is kind of perfect for you. You don't have to kind of sit there and go, because I've had an injury somewhere before, I can't ride a bike. You are more than capable of riding a bike and enjoying it. The mirrors are actually quite a good fair size set of mirrors, and you've got a really good view back on them. As always, I don't like to twist them too much. So we'll have a quick look around some of the other bits. Obviously, being a cruiser, your key is here. Just let it wind in and prime. Make sure the clutch is in. And let's have a listen. So there is a neutral light on there as well to let you know when you're in neutral. Obviously always double check, like the feel of the bike, because the false neutral can be displayed. You have the kill switch right here, your electric start, flash on your lights, your indicators. You've got a set of hazard lights on here as well, which I found has become very helpful over time. And the one thing that I love, because this normally scares the shit out of me, is the horn. That's pretty potent. Nice sort of sound to it. Nothing too overly dramatic, but enough there to give you that sort of feel of a chopper and everything. Obviously, one thing that is on here is it reads initially in kilometers an hour. However, within your inner circle is miles per hour reading, and you don't have a rev counter on here. So you will have to focus a little bit more sort of on your shifting by the sound of the engine and making sure you're not over revving. However, that's like most of these bikes anyway, even with the big ones, what these are sort of based off. The build quality is very nice, kind of all round. You've got a nice LED rear light. You have LED indicators and a halogen front light. The matte black finish is very nice. They've done a very good job of it. 2 horns, so it is twin horned. hence why it was excessively louder through that section. Obviously, you've got your pillion and foot pegs. You have this really nice sort of capped off exhaust as well. So the exhaust is a really nice finish, and sometimes what you can find is the exhaust can ruin the look of them, can ruin the look of these sorts of bikes. Whereas with how it's sat, you could park this up and without somebody seeing like L plates or anything like that, they wouldn't know. Obviously, it's a 125cc, so from 17 years old with a CVT, you can ride this bike. The engine is very nicely laid out actually. There's a nice layout for all the mechanisms and cables. I'm quite particular on how well cables can be laid out. And from what I can kind of see, you're not really going to have too many issues with exposed connectors. There's very limited amount of exposed connectors going on here. The bike itself is £2,099 plus your on-the-road fee, and can be financed from £56.50 per month. The overall view I have of this is very nice. If this is really your sort of style and that sort of thing, by all means, this is really sort of for you. Really kind of all round. Obviously you don't get a free Sons of Anarchy cut off with it. If you choose to wear that at your own choice, I should say no more. I do believe Sinnis does have optional luggage, which I can imagine will be like the sort of leather style ones coming out of this. I'm not overly too sure on when that's coming out, but Sinnis do have it up on their website. The brakes are a combined braking system as well, so your front and rear end part with the Euro 4. And being fuel injected with a Delphi management system, you're not worrying too much about the whole carb aspects anymore. The general overview of the bike is really quite nice. The chains on these are pretty good, they do last pretty well. The brakes are a very nice setup on them as well. You do have a centre stand and you have a side stand, and obviously you have your foot placement up here, which just adjusts like they all do. So the bike can be delivered anywhere within the UK and within Northern Ireland. Nationwide delivery is available. You can also order this bike online at bikingdirect.com. You can fill out a finance form on there as well, and our finance specialist will help you to get that sorted if that's what you want to do and how you want to go about it. So, the overview of the Sinnis Hoodlum. I think it's quite a cool little bike personally. So if you're interested, give us a call, drop us a message, any questions, any inquiries, drop a comment down below, and I'll aim to get back to you as soon as possible with any additional information that you want to know. Hopefully we've covered most of the things that you guys are kind of asking about now. So don't forget to like, subscribe, click that bell button so you can keep an update of different bikes that are coming out. And I shall show you this very lovely picture of Guy Martin one day. Oil painted, very lovely. But for now, that's the Sinnis Hoodlum. Cheers guys.